Good blessed afternoon to all human beings on the face of this earth. Today happened to be Friday, May the 15th, 2020, time being 12:12 p.m. in the afternoon. 2020, time of the vision, time to change, time to wake up. You got to remember, everybody is not going to wake up. All right now, everybody is not going to wake up. If y'all notice, people go by blowing. You don't hear the people hollering out F you, Raymond, or shut the F up, Raymond, no more. Because a lot of them woke up. They see what Raymond trying to do is get unity, peace, and love in the black community. You even have whites that feel the same way. Just because people don't speak up, that don't mean they don't feel the same way. You see, people looking at this fact that not people, but some, and it's only ones it is, it's white supremacists and sellout blacks would be the only one that make a comment when I made my video this morning about corruption, cover up, and racism. You see, you look at a 15-minute video and all you can say is the same old thing. He won't be satisfied until he gets some money. You see, money can't bring back what Teresa Ray Carr, a white female at the Family Dollar store here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, at 601 South Main Street, store number 9411. Money couldn't bring back the humiliation that she done to my 13 and 14-year-old daughters. It couldn't bring back the humiliation that she brought to them on February the 13th, 2020. Nor can it bring back the humiliation that she done to me. I can't speak of the other black person that was standing in line because each person have their own prerogative whether to pursue a complaint or not. But money can't bring back the humiliation that she gave to me when I was standing in line first, me and another black individual on October the 23rd, 2019, and Teresa Ray Carr, who was an employee then for the Family Dollar store that I just mentioned, standing behind the counter with her cell phone playing with it as if me and the other black person didn't even count. Until a white person came in and she stopped playing with her phone when he asked, do they have floodlights? You see, we was irrelevant to her. And there's no question of doubt, color had to take a part in it. Because what she did was, she overlooked us. She overlooked us because we was black. You see, and waited on the white person. You see, money can't bring back that day, October the 23rd, 2019 for me, nor can money bring back February the 23rd, 2020 for my two young daughters. You see, money can't even bring back the fact of what happened to the young black man in Georgia in February of 2019 when two racist white individuals gunned him down. It was on camera. See, what she done to me and my daughters and them, me in 2019 and my daughters and them in 2020, it was on camera. The Family Dollar store know it was on camera. You see, it took me to have to file with the Missouri Commission on Human Rights to start an investigation. But you see, people like some of these critics of mine white supremacists and sellout blacks, they feel that you're supposed to just let that go. But you don't let it go. You know why? Because it's been happening decades. You see, they let it go in 2011 when a 34-year-old black mentally ill man was gunned down by one of the Charleston, Missouri police officers. They let it go. You see, now, when Keith Moore was in office and crime was happening, Charleston, Missouri chief of police refused to call him when they knew they didn't have the manpower to handle all the shootings that was going on. But they called the Missouri State Highway Patrol. But now that the chief of police have his church buddy and friend that's the sheriff now, and here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, they go hand in hand. But if you look at the latest homicide and shooting here in Charleston, Missouri just this month, you look and see who had to take control of this case. It wasn't the chief of police here in Charleston, Missouri, who'd been on the force for over 30-something years. It wasn't the sheriff of the Mississippi County here in Charleston, Missouri, that's the sheriff presently now. It was the State Highway Patrol and possibly the ATF. But yet we pay these individuals our taxes. You see, it's people been coming to me and they ready to get the sheriff of the Mississippi County in Charleston, Missouri, get him back out of office because he didn't keep up his promise. The sheriff showed me that he won't fight up against racism. He won't fight up against individuals that being attacked solely because they voting for him. When the police chief won't do anything, the sheriff won't step up because they're working hand in hand. The NAACP president working hand in hand with him. Do you think he care about what's going on over here? All the NAACP president worried about is getting his food programs here and other places scattered around where he can get money. He ain't worried about what's going on in the community, riding around in that new black Dodge truck, riding around in the black neighborhood with a sign on the side of his car, which is his prerogative, elect Sheriff Brent Farrell. You see, I had one in my yard last year in January of 2019 because Brent Farrell told me what he was going to do. But he did just the opposite. He showed me he wouldn't fight up against racism. He showed me he wouldn't stand up against the chief of police when he see on camera the chief of police in his officers not doing their job. But let me tell you, black people in the black community and white people is fed up with the same old thing with this sheriff, present sheriff, and with this chief of police and some of these city councilmen. But see, when you get fed up, you have to do like they did in Georgia. When them two racist white officers, one of them a former police officer and his son, shot down that young black man for no justifiable reason. But he was black. He died because of being black and jogging. I've been harassed here in Charleston, Missouri, solely because I'm a black man that's standing up against white supremacists and sellout blacks. You can keep on trying to harass me. You can keep on saying what you're doing. Some of them say, oh, he's the rapist on Vine Street. But yet the kids they come and ask me to air up their bikes. I'm sure if I was a rapist, their mothers and their parents and their family members said, don't go over there, he's a rapist. You see, I'm going to tell you where the rapist thing started from. It started from Bobby Robert Hearns, chief of police. He handed it down to Lester Gillespie. Lester Gillespie handed it down to some of these other criminals in the streets. But can't none of them produce it. Can't none of them produce it. Because I've never been convicted, never been charged, never went to court for raping anybody. You see, you don't see rapists raising 2 daughters. DCF been called numerous of times anonymous, and seeing these calls was a false call. These calls was the individuals that don't like a black educated man that stand up against racism and sell out blacks. I'm gonna tell y'all, even if you don't like me, one of the leaders in the town came to me and said that even some of my enemies is voting for Keith Moore. Let's get together and have a few marches and support Keith Moore. Give him a chance to show he'll fight against crime and racism in the black neighborhoods. Peace be still.